What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are playing some Pokemon Unbound, and boy have I missed this game. And this is what most of you guys voted that you wanted to see, so we're back, and today we're gonna continue our post-game gym leader gauntlet and battle Mirskle for the second time. Mirskle is actually the first gym leader in this game, but in this post-game rematch, Mirskle's team got a huge amp. He's got all level 100s and a bunch of legendaries too. Not to mention we are playing on insane difficulty, of course. We only play the hardest of ROM hacks around here, and Mirskle is definitely going to be one of the hardest battles yet. Alright, so just like our first battle with Mirskle, this is going to be a double battle. He leads with Azelf and Amoonguss, and we start with Altaria and Azumarill. The fog is deep. Now, this is a permanent field effect that we're going to have to deal with all battle that lowers the accuracy of every Pokemon on the field. The good thing about this is that it affects Mirskle's Pokemon too, so we're going to have to hope for some good RNG. First things first, we're going to Mega Evolve Altaria. This is the Mega we've chosen for this battle because Pixelate Return hits like a truck. Azelf moves first and goes for the Nasty Plot. Now, we're lucky that we didn't get attacked this turn, but that Nasty Plot boost is going to be dangerous on the next turn. Next, we go for a setup move of our own. Dragon Dance boosts our attack and speed as well, so we're going to be able to outspeed Azelf now on the next turn. Now for the setup move of all setup moves. By sacrificing half of Azumarill's health, we get to maximize our attack all the way up to +6. Amoonguss went for Spore but missed, and we are already starting to see the effects of the fog at play turn 1. But now that we've set up with both our Pokemon, it's time to land some attacks of our own and hit through that fog. First, we go for the priority Aqua Jet, but we miss our attack, and already the effects of the fog are starting to backfire. However, Altaria's return is going to connect. It deals a bunch of damage, but Azelf has a Focus Sash. And because of that Focus Sash, Azelf hangs on with just 1 HP and is able to retaliate with the +2 Dazzling Gleam, and this is going to hit us hard. Mega Altaria goes down in one shot. Azumarill survives on just 1 HP itself. However, Amoonguss' Spore is going to connect this time, but we were prepared for this. We've got a Lumberry. This is a get-out-of-jail-free card, at least for 1 Spore. A lot of our Pokemon have Lum or Chesto Berries here because we can't keep relying on Amoonguss to miss that Spore. He's going to land him eventually. But next, it's time to bring out the star of the show, Tasty the Talonflame. With Talonflame's Gale Wings ability, this is a great counter to Mirskle's Amoonguss. And actually, Talonflame was chosen and nicknamed by a channel member who is a longtime supporter of the show. If you yourself want to nickname a Pokemon and have it appear in the videos, you can find more information about channel memberships by clicking the join button. It should be right next to subscribe, but it's also a great way just to support the channel, and it only costs $1. But alright, it's time to see Talonflame in action with Gale Wings. All flying type attacks get priority. We go for the Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics, and despite dealing massive damage, unfortunately Amoonguss hangs on just like 1 HP and heals right back up with the Agua Berry. Next, we've got another priority move with Azumarill's Aqua Jet. It actually lands this time, and Azelf finally goes down. However, Amoonguss is going to land a Spore. We were holding that Flying Gem, so there was no room for a Lum or a Chesto Berry, and unfortunately Talonflame is going to fall asleep. And not running Brave Bird there on Talonflame was definitely a misplay. It has 10 more effective base power than Acrobatics does, and we would have been able to one-shot that Amoonguss. The reason I opted for Acrobatics there is because the recoil from Brave Bird would have taken Talonflame off of full HP, thereby nullifying the Gale Wings ability. But all we can do now is adapt and overcome. Tasty takes a rest turn, but it's time to take care of this Genesect. Aqua Jet connects, and this is a +6 huge power Aqua Jet. Genesect goes down in one shot. Amoonguss tries to Spore again, but we dodge the attack, and luckily we did because Azumarill already consumed its Lumberry. Next, we see the terrifying Darkrai come out next, and this thing is packing Dark Hole. Man, Mirskle loves these sleep strats. But our first priority here is still Amoonguss. Though Dark Hole hits both of our Pokemon, it has much less accuracy than Spore does, not to mention the fog lowers the accuracy even more. But Talonflame finally wakes up. We go for Aerial Ace, and despite being super effective, Amoonguss still survives. We go for Aqua Jet into Darkrai looking for the one-shot, but yet another one of Mirskle's Pokemon is holding a Focus Sash, and Darkrai survives to get off the Nasty Plot. Now, we already know a Spore is coming next out of Amoonguss. It's just a matter of if he can land the attack, but he does, in fact, miss, and we are safe for this turn. And we are in a great position here, too. We've got both of Mirskle's Pokemon super low, and we've got 2 priority move attackers ready to go. We try to Aerial Ace Amoonguss for the confirmed kill, kill, but Mirskle switches him out and goes into Necrozma Dawnwing. And maybe we should have doubled up on that Amoonguss on the last turn, because now it's going to come back to bite us. Necrozma shrugs off the aerial ace that was meant for Amoonguss, but we do at least get off another Aqua Jet and take down Darkrai. And it's a good thing we got him out of there before he had a chance to attack, because that +2 from the nasty plot would have hit us hard. And with Darkrai down, Amoonguss comes right back out, and due to its regenerator ability, it restored a bunch of its health. Now the question here is, do we go for the guaranteed damage with aerial ace, which bypasses accuracy checks, or do we risk a miss and go for the 110 effective base power acrobatics, which would more than likely knock out Amoonguss in one shot? We click acrobatics, we decide to risk it because both of our Pokemon are awake and we don't want to lose ground on our position. As if our opponent wasn't already scary enough, Necrozma is gonna Ultra Evolve, Ultra Burst into Ultra Necrozma. But we gotta take care of this Amoonguss first. We go for the acrobatics, but we miss, and this is absolutely devastating. We do land the Aqua Jet, however, and if we had only just gone for the guaranteed damage with aerial ace, we would have been able to take out Amoonguss on this turn, so that was definitely a misplay. Necrozma Dragon Dances, and this is scary, and of course we get punished for that misplay. Amoonguss lands the Spore on Tasty, and we go right back to sleep. Real quick, guys, if you think Pokemon battles like this are cool, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps out a ton with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe if you want to, too. And hit that notification bell so you actually get notified of new uploads. But back to the battle. Once again, we miss our chance to take out that Amoonguss as he switches out and goes into Blaziken. But this could actually work out perfect because we clicked Aqua Jet into that slot, but of course we miss, and this is absolutely devastating. Meanwhile, Tasty is taking a nap on the battlefield. Necrozma powers up the full force Z move. It goes for the light that burns the sky. Necrozma said this Azumarill has been on the battlefield for way too long, sitting at 1 HP. Somehow he survived this long, but this Ultra Z move is definitely gonna be overkill, and Azumarill unfortunately goes down. It is super unfortunate we missed that crucial Aqua Jet and missed our opportunity to take care of Blaziken, but Azumarill did his job. He got at least a couple frags this game and put in some work, definitely. Now, in deciding who we're going to send out next, we don't want Ninetales because the Hail will take Talonflame off of its Gale Wings ability. So we decide to go with Aegislash, double check just to make sure he's holding the Chesto Berry, and send him out to the battlefield. Now we really need Tasty to wake up this turn, and we absolutely need to hit this Acrobatics. We've got to make up for the lost ground, and Aerial Ace is just not going to cut it. First, Blaziken Mega Evolves, and I guess Necrozma, Ultra Necrozma doesn't technically count as a Mega Evolution, but we've basically got two Megas on the opponent's side of the field, and this is scary. Aegislash throws up the King Shield, hoping to bait a knockoff, but Tasty is still asleep, and this is really unfortunate. But we are able to bait the knockoff, however, and Necrozma's attack gets harshly lowered. Mega Blaziken goes for Hone Claws, and this is the perfect setup move for battling under Fog, because he's going to boost his accuracy and his attack at the same time. Not to mention, Mega Blaziken's got the speed boost ability, so in just one turn, he's boosted 3 of his stats. Okay, now we really need Talonflame to wake up on this turn. We have no more room for error, and we need to get rid of this Blaziken ASAP. We get the wake up, we land the Acrobatics, and it deals enough damage to one-shot Mega Blaziken. Tasty the Talonflame pulling through for us clutch. That is just what we needed to turn this battle around. We avoid another turn of damage as Necrozma decides to Dragon Dance again because we harshly lowered his attack from the King Shield. He really wants to get his attack back up to be boosted. Next, we try to Shadow Claw, but we miss, and this is just another friendly reminder from our Fog here that this battle is still far from over. Amoonguss comes out to play one last time. He's restored a bunch of health from its regenerator ability, but this time he's got nowhere left to run. And this time we're going to take it slow and steady. We're just going to click Aerial Ace, and it's not going to deal enough damage to one shot. It's going to take 2 turns, but I'd rather go with the guaranteed damage than risk missing an acrobatic. As for Aegislash, we're just going to run some basic Aegislash strats here. Since we attacked last turn, this time we want a King Shield. This is going to hopefully bait another knockoff from Necrozma, but more importantly, gets Aegislash back into the shield stance. Next, we get off the Aerial Ace. It does damage, but not enough to take Amoonguss out, and Necrozma still continues to set up with Dragon Dance. And this is definitely getting spooky. Amoonguss goes next and attacks with Spore, as we predicted, but luckily we prepared for this. Aegislash is holding a Chesto Berry, and we're good to go. It kind of sucks that status moves hit through King Shield, but I guess Aegislash is already OP enough as it is. But alright, it's time to take out this Amoonguss. Tasty still remaining at full health throughout this entire battle somehow. Our Gale Wings ability is still intact, which means all flying type moves get priority. we get off the aerial ace, and finally this pesky Amoonguss goes down once and for all. And with Necrozma backed into a corner, he finally decides to go on the offensive, firing off the huge Photon Geyser, and unfortunately, Talonflame doesn't have the best defenses, and he goes down in one shot. But thanks to Tasty's incredible performance throughout this entire battle, he set up Aegislash in the perfect position to go for the kill. We fire off the Shadow Claw, it's super effective, and Ultra Necrozma goes down. And that's GG Mirskle, and man, am I glad I never have to deal with that fog ever again. But really, Mirskle is an awesome gym leader. Just how his fog fits thematically with his character is pretty awesome. Especially he is the first gym leader in the game, and he's certainly come a long way and got much more powerful since our first battle, but so have we. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment and let me know if you want to see some more Unbound, and what gym leader post-game rematch do you want to see next. I always love hearing from you guys in the comments. But as always, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time.